Is there a word for something that's like beyond meta, like extra meta, like ultra meta, all metra? No. Scream is back. 11 years after the last Scream movie hit theaters, that was Scream 4, we get Scream. Yeah, just Scream. Not Scream 5. Not Scream with a 5 as the S. Just Scream, because confusing is fun. Maybe not so much, but you know what is fun? This movie. I actually had a good time with this. I guess the best place to start is with the cast. One thing the Scream movies have always done pretty well is give us this young group of friends that we're excited to get to know. They're fun, they're clever, they're meta, they get that the horror movie rules apply during these killing sprees that seem to happen in Woodsboro. Ever since the second Scream, that has been kind of a consistent thing that I've really enjoyed, and that's here in really, really great ways. You've got Jack Quaid and Melissa Barrera giving us the main performances here. Both do well. Jack Quaid is always a blast to watch. You've got these twins played by Jasmine Savoy Brown and Mason Gooding, who are maybe my favorite part of the movie, especially the Mindy character that Jasmine plays is so much fun, very much taking on kind of that Randy mantle of the expert who knows everything about the horror movies. I'm just really having a good time with this crew. Not to mention that we get the nostalgia of Neve Campbell and David Arquette and Courtney Cox all coming back as well. It brings this kind of full element to, yes, what the movie is calling a Lega-sequel or a requel, if you will. And of course, because it's a Scream movie, they have those conversations in the movie. All of this amazingness adds up to what I think is the best Scream movie since the first. And I think that has a lot to do with the balance in tone. This is a movie that understands if you hit the balance of the slasher honor with slasher meta-ness, that you can actually have a really fun experience that takes apart what the movie is at the same time as not making fun of it. It's not parody. It's something bigger than that. And you really see this with like Shaun of the Dead does this really well, where it has a genre that the movie belongs in, but also it really honors that genre at the same time as taking it down a peg. And this movie finds that balance really, really well. In fact, my only issue with this movie is probably just my issue with slasher movies in general. There's an excitement here for violence and gore in some kind of new ways. I'm not going to spoil anything, that kind of had me questioning, especially towards the end, what the movie was trying to say about the genre. That was interesting, sure, but I'm not sure I liked it. And then there's also just the issues of convenience and just ways the movie has to play with the murder mystery genre and the slasher genre that, you know, it's just tropey movie making. I mean, don't get me wrong. The movie is taking apart the tropes as well. There's some really brilliant stuff with, you know, expected jump scares and those kind of things. But at the same time, it gives in to the tropes and the convenience and the exposition and all the stuff that you kind of have to do in one of these movies. And that just takes it down a notch for me. Overall, though, on the liked it, loved it, disliked it, hated it, or it was just okay scale, I give Scream 2022 a liked.